Yep, messing with stuff again. It's got nothing to do with this video. This video is a response video to some criticism that I got from Morgan Calvi, and prior to that it was my boy Leland with living and active or living and able or whatever it might be, pertaining to my beer consumption. And I feel as if I'm failing here because I'd like to be a proper beer drinking style, but time constraints have a tendency to sort of cramp my style. But like I say, I'm willing to try, but I do have to call it quits around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and considering the fact that my strength training and being involved with research and things of that nature, it really cramps my style. But oh man, got spasms. I believe I've aggravated the transverse abdominis guides, and they're just crushing the life out of me here. But then again, it's my training. Sometimes it gets a little more extreme than other times, but I'm still working on it. But my suggestion is have an idea of what you're talking before you criticize. There is a passage, and maybe I'm not the world's biggest God-fearing man, but I'd like to believe that, I believe what I believe. I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and it's my story, I'm sticking to it. Passage is, "Lest not ye judge, lest ye be judged. Until you show me your body of work and show me exactly what it is you're doing, understand what you're talking about before you criticize." And I don't think you do. First off, you don't know me, you don't know what I do, you don't know what my physicality is. So we're going to go through that entire thing. And I will show you some of the training that I do, and you can respond to this accordingly. But if you're under the impression that I'm not aware that a strong back equals a strong front, and a strong right side equals a strong left side, do me a favor. Oh, how can I do this in the most eloquent way? Yeah, make me a bologna sandwich, because you don't know what you're talking about. I will put my prowess of understanding musculature, anatomy, and physiology, and after being involved with research over the last, 12 years, I've learned more than enough to be dangerous, and prior to that, my pedigree from training with, big, actual professional bodybuilders, doctors, therapists, professional trainers, and things of that nature. And my understanding of anatomy and physiology, kinesiology, and all sorts of different ologies, I will put my knowledge up against many. Am I perfect? No. Anybody tells you that they're perfect and they know everything, they know nothing. Okay, so I'm going to go into some of the training I did for back, and then I'm going to go, I'll introduce you to some of the studies that I've been through, and the MRIs that I've had, not MRIs, the DEXA scans that I've had done, and I'll also show you a picture of actually what my situation is, and then, you can judge at that point in time. But make sure you have an idea of what you're doing. Make sure you have an idea of what you're talking about. Make sure you have an idea of the identification of quad belly. Make sure you have an idea of, what you do as far as strengthening is concerned. And if you have a criticism and stuff, then that's fantastic. But make sure you have an idea of what you're talking about, because I do not believe you do. Angry Quad, stick around. We'll see what's going on.
We've all heard of the pregnant belly. We've all heard of the beer belly. And of course, who could forget the pork belly? This is why.
fact that I get the opportunity to prove what I do. And if you're going to tell me, as if I wouldn't know, that you need a strong back to have a strong front, and a strong one side of your body to have a strong other side of your body, I say, fucking really? Wow, that's impressive. Jack LaLoyan has nothing on you. Allow me to show what back strengthening is and what I do. I will strengthen the front and the back. Using the tower, using straps on my resistance bands. I will show you how I do lats and how I strengthen back. I love this. I love this. Love, love, love. Please, please, call me out. Call me out all day. I want to be called out. I desperately want to be called out. Because maybe I am truly missing something. You never know. You know, I'm not like the godfather of training, but these are called rows. And you'll notice, when I pull in this direction, which way do the bands want to pull me? They want to pull me forward. The only reason they're not is because of the strength of the back. And also, you'll notice the instability and what I have to do to correct that. We are doing lat rows, and at the same time, in order to stabilize, I have to utilize my back extensors. We do this every week. Nah, that doesn't strengthen the back. Nah. But once again, Mo, call me out. I love it. I love it. Now, let's do a little bit more, shall we? The muscles between the shoulder blades, another part of the back, are called the rhomboids. How can you go about strengthening your rhomboids and your rear deltoids while you're at it? Once again, tower of power, resistance bands, scorpions. And yeah, it's difficult for me to do this. Well, once again, not only working the rhomboids, fuck me. Yeah, and it's difficult for me. It's difficult for me to stabilize in this position. Bring the shoulder blades together. It's tough stuff. What else do I do? Huh. Well, let's think about this. How can a quadriplegic do sit-ups? That's rough. And it is really rough. But I came up with a little way that I figured it out. Now, can I actually do a conventional sit-up? No, I cannot. Believe it or not, that takes a lot more legs than you think. You know, everything is connected. So you basically just got to be smarter than dumb, and you got to figure out a way. Well, I figured out a way. And one of the reasons that I use my seatbelt is so I don't fucking faceplant right now. Okay. Lower it back. Now, am I pulling myself up? Yes, I'm compensating. But I'm still... The resistance is mostly directed toward the abdominals. What else do we want to do? Well, what's another part that's truly connected to the back and neck? Those are called your trapezius muscles. How do you do shrugs? Trap shrugs. You do them like this. You want them heavier? Go back further. Pretty simple. Now, how do I get out of this? Because this is rough. These are difficult. You know, is it easy for me to do all these things? No, it's fucking not. This is work. You know, do I really truly love this shit? Well, I don't hate it. However, it is work. And work requires effort. Please, by all means, try to figure out where I'm being a hypocrite. Try to figure out what I don't know, because it's a very distinct possibility. Well, it's not, it's absolute possibility. It's probably an absolute. There's things I don't fucking know. Please. I love being called out. I love having someone tell me what is and what is not. Oh, thank you for letting me know that a strong back requires a strong front, and a strong front requires a strong back. Brilliant. Please let me know that in order to get one side stronger, you got to get the other side stronger. Goddamn genius. Why didn't I think of that? Yes, my obliques are fucked up, but it's not from a lack of trying. Go get them. Put the fuck to work. So there you go. Just another one of the things. Another helicopter. Tough job living about a mile from an airport. You have to deal with this, considering the fact that New York City is just over that way, and if you're in a helicopter, you're up about 1,000 feet. You probably see the city from here. But you should have a really good idea what you're talking about. You know, I don't believe you do. But however, criticize away. I love criticism. I like pointing out hypocrisies of people that have critical ideas. And I also like the fact that the people that criticize are typically the ones that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. You let me know. Gotta roll. Angry Quad signing off. That's all, folks.